Y'all know it's BC. Anything for Clarence don't make sense. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss a upload. Let's get right to the video. I'm gonna prove to you that CJ So Cool got his motivation from royalty and the kids. He's gonna say this out of his own mouth. That's why you see in today's present time, he lacks that same motivation. He lacks that determination he once had and that consistency. And you're gonna see in this video. Let's get right into it.
Do way worse than that. I started out with no mom, no dad, raised by my grandparents. I graduated though. I went to the Navy. I passed all that. I was successful before YouTube. Then I lost my job. Then I was homeless. Then royalty found me and she took me in. I loved royalty for that and that reason only.
He said he loved her for that and that reason only. See, sometimes you gotta listen to what people say. You know, CJ always was looking for a mom because he lacked that motherly figure in his life. He lacked that female presence that was supposed to be his mother, which is Simple Michelle, that was on the streets, strung out. And he always went after women that already had children because they reminded him of something he didn't have as a child. That's where that stems from. That's why he loved her for taking him in because she sheltered him.
When I met royalty, I can't even lie. I wasn't thinking about relationships. I wasn't thinking about longevity. I definitely wasn't thinking about YouTube. But what I can tell you is that when you meet someone one day and the exact next day, they allow you to move into their house or their mom's house or whatever the situation may be, you as a person, if you don't find them or find the spot in your heart to love them, then you're the problem. You're the issue.
You see, he's still talking in the third person, even though he's trying to say that he's the issue. But prideful people have a problem literally just being precise with their words. Instead of saying, I'm the issue, I'm the problem, he still has to say, you know what? If you find yourself in a situation where somebody took you in and then you're ungrateful, you're the problem. Instead of saying, I'm the problem. Because a lot of people don't realize that there's power in words. See, the Bible states that the power of life and death is in the tongue. You got to be able to be precise when you're speaking because it builds character and endurance. And he knows he has an issue, he just doesn't want to work on it.
Because I could have been on the streets. I could have been back in Gary, and you guys would have never even knew who I was. I got my motivation, my drive, my energy from royalty, her kids, her mom. I love them so much.
He got his motivation from royalty, her kids, her mom. You heard him say it out of his own mouth. That's why you see in this present time, he lacks that motivation. He lacks that determination. He lacks efficiency. It's because that love and camaraderie and passion that they all shared amongst each other created and blossomed into something that was not just financially beneficial, but overall morally beneficial. And you can't recreate that because things like that happen once in a lifetime. That's like the Temptations. That's like NSYNC. That's like One Direction. That's like B2K. That's like when you think about certain groups, that element is not always there. It don't matter. You replace people and it just doesn't work the same. You try to interchange parts, it doesn't work. He got that motivation from them. They encouraged him. They built him up as a whole. So when he be on video saying, "Oh, they ain't never did nothing for me. I don't give a damn about that." That's just emotions talking. That's a hurt person. Learn psychology. He is hurting from that situation. He really wants them to be back, but sometimes people have a hard time conveying that message. That's all it is. But you heard about his own mouth.
Like, I know what's gonna happen. I know you guys right now are probably
Let me get this out the way. You know what? Because you know what? We got to get in this.
laughing. Here you go. He loved him all of a sudden, I know. But just know this, if I ever said anything negative about Royalty, her mom, or her kids, it was specifically out of spite. I'm hurt.
Did you not hear that? It was specifically out of spite. The only reason he said anything negative about them is because he's just angry. He's being spiteful. He wants to get back at them for leaving. It's his cry for help. That's all that he said. I'm hurting. You heard it, right?
And I'm human. And I don't know how many of you guys watching are not human, but I know there's definitely some human out there that understands exactly what I'm saying.
He said some human out there, right? At the end of the day, it's one thing to, feel hurt and be spiteful, but he takes things way too, and then he wonder why he can't come back. He wonder why you can't work things out and be mutual, right? He wonders why. He has to learn how to put a cap on that. Handle your emotions. You're a man. I know you wasn't raised with a mother and a father, but you have to understand now that only worked for so long. When you start getting up in age, you start being more of a mature man that can stand on his own. You have to learn how to balance and be temperament and understand yourself. Because right now you crashing out bad when you had it all. That's all I'm saying. Because these people that you got around you now, they ain't motivating. They ain't building you up. You don't got that same energy, and you can see it's lost. You seem lost. Come on, man. Eyes are the windows to the soul, man. Look at that man when he makes his, little Snapchats and shit. You'll see it's gone. It's gone.
When you get hurt by someone you love and you put your trust into and you put all of your energy into, things change. Your tone changes, your energy changes, your body language changes, your whole mentality changes. And that is exactly what I'm going through.
You see that? Mentality, body, energy, everything has changed with him. That's why you see him going on the decline. You can't make this shit up. You can't. Oh my God. I'm up.